Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Here's Mobley. Randall pulls down the board.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's McDaniels. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Edwards. Randall outside. Gobert inside.
Rudy Gobert
uses the glass on the layup.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility. He does a good job finishing above the rim.
Outside Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Garland for three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Randall. Jacks up a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Left side, Garland. Mitchell with the ball. Outside, Strus. Pass to Garland. 5 on the clock. From down in the low post, it goes.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
McDaniels can't hit. The Cavs trailing. From deep, Mitchell hits a three-pointer.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the middle. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Mobley on a screen. Mitchell drives in. Allen on the wing. To the inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Outside for Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Mobley. Down low. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Cavaliers on D. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. On the wing, Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Back to Randle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
It's a tie game in Cleveland. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
The Timberwolves, 13.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Garza. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And he buries his first look.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Strus's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 4. Randle left side. Pass to McDaniels. Randle inside. He's got 5. The rebound by Allen. And here comes Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Deflected. They retain possession. Back to Allen. Pass to Strus. Over McDaniels. Cleveland again missing. And Minnesota with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6. Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. Shot clock at 5. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Mobley. Randall controls the rebound and the putback.
You know, this guy never stops working. He's always going hard, and Randall's aggressiveness is what allows him to be such a good offensive rebounder.
Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Got it. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value utility guy.
Randall on the screen. Edwards for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards has got 9 points.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Back to Strus. There's the triple. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now here's Strus. 5 points in the game. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Minnesota leading by 4. Here is DiVincenzo to the inside. This one for 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Down low. Outside Strus. Here's Garland. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Garza. Here's Reed. Mobley with the block. And keeping us updated from the sideline. Look out! Spider Mitchell putting on a show.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Now Alexander Walker. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be a second foul of the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Garza. To the middle. Just 4 to shoot. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, DiVincenzo.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
DiVincenzo with a steal. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his third foul so far.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Cavaliers trail by 9. Outside Strus. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Reed. To the paint. Outside, Alexander Walker. Inside, Garza. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. 9-point game. Strus with the bucket.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Minnesota making a change here. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. Pass to Gobert. Out to DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker with it. Covered by Strus. Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Wade. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Alexander Walker. And he comes up with a bucket.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
.59 seconds left in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game. 58 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Wade, that's good.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Randall outside. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Randall's got 12 points in the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Strus. Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Timberwolves lead by 9.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
The kick out to Edwards. Conley looking for an opening. Back to Edwards. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. He's got 15.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be back in a moment. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Outside for Mitchell. Allen outside. Six to shoot. Here's Mobley. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Minnesota leading by 11. Left side, DiVincenzo. Randall. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Down low. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Randall. Edwards with it. Back to Randall. Over Strus. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Knocked loose. On the wing, Strus. Now Garland. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To the inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Garland. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Randall outside. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Pass to Mobley. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Allen. Reid defending. Crafty move. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And, guys, Allen is certainly in the zone. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and when he does that, he'll stay with it. He won't let up.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Timberwolves making a change here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Knocks it down from distance. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
And here's Garland. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
His first. Second team foul.
Garland for three. Nails it from three.
Matching the triple from the other end, Garland is game.
Minnesota leading by 9. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Edwards with a step. Clark outside. Back to Edwards. Outside Conley. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Down low. Allen. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
Back to Daniels. Edwards looking it over. Right side Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gobert. Takes a three. Mobley grabs the board.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Pass to McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his third foul of the game.
Team foul.
From the baseline. That's short off the rim. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Here's Mitchell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
He hits the first one. And that trims the lead to 6. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. No good. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside.
I got him.
A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Leonard left side. And Harden with the slam.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Now Van Vliet. Outside, Green. To the paint. And stolen by Leonard. Harden drives in. Şengün with a steal. Down low. Here's Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Back to Zubac. Leonard outside. Clock at 4. The 3 ball. Brooks with the rebound. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's Harden. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Powell with it. Green picks him up. Back to Bogdanović. Missed inside.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Right wing. And stolen by Leonard. Bogdanović, that's good.
You like seeing Bogdanović get it done inside. An opportunistic scorer around the rim.
Pass to Thompson. On the take. Outside for Green. Misses the 3. And it's Powell with the ball for the Clippers. Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
5 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Şengün, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. Inside. Stolen by Thompson. Van Vliet with it. Now Bogdanović defending. Here's Şengün. And another miss by Houston.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Back to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Going inside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Thompson with a screen. Outside for Green. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
To the middle. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Fires from 14.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Oh, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Houston up 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Ryan?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. And Şengün gets it to go.
Smart move with the ball by Green. He didn't like what the play got him, so he gives it away.
Here's Harden. The Rockets pull it in. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Brooks. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers trail. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now Brown. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Now, James Harden is the master of pick and roll action. This guy flawless in his execution.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. And here's Thompson for 3. Hauled in by Brown.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
On the wing, Harden. Leonard on the wing. Nice move. Here he goes. The Rockets pull it in.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Outside, Green. Out to Thompson. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And now a 3-point Rocket lead.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Leonard outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Leonard. Outside Bogdanovich. 14 feet away. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Brown's gotten 4 this quarter.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. And here's Şengün. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. There's a minute 17 left to the second period. Harden surveying the D. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
And here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. Kept alive. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Houston shooting their first free throw of the game. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
James Harden, with the ability that he has both from a smarts, IQ, and skill standpoint, nice drive right there.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. First free throw is good.
Şengün, 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Powell. Outside Harden. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. Bogdanovich on the wing. Leonard for 3. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Houston leading by just 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Mills. Here's Dunn. Off target from 3-point range. Van Vliet on the wing. Down low. Here's Adams. Batum with the defensive effort. Tries again. Oh, a great move from Steven Adams as he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
On the court is your fight star, who wants a free t-shirt. Louder. Get louder.
All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Back to Smith. It's stolen by Dunn. Inside. Batum. Soft touch off the glass. Batum's got his first points in this one.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Outside Holiday. to the middle. Here's Smith. Doesn't go that time. Batum with the defensive effort. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
Yeah, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Eason at the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things you have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Batum's shot is off. Houston leading by 6. Outside Eason. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Whitmore. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow, Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Give it up. Foul, charge to Houston. And hold. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dunn. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Inside. Here's Batum. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Eason. Holiday with the ball. Down low. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
To the paint. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Holiday. Smith in the high post. Back to Eason. Clock at 6. Here's Adams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. Dunn outside. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Adams. Eason up top. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
The Clippers making a switch here.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Rockets lead by 9.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Three-pointer, Holiday. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Rockets on top, up 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Here's Green. Brooks right side. It's stolen by Leonard. Bogdanovich with it. Green picks him up. Leonard looking around. Powell outside. Leonard right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Brooks with the rebound. Houston leading by 9. Thompson outside. And there's the drive. And that comes off the assist by Green.
That first step is so dangerous with Amin. I mean, he was just gone.
Outside Harden. Bogdanovich on the wing. That three's off the mark. The ball's knocked loose. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Bogdanovich. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
Second team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Van Vliet left side. Pass to Şengün. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 12.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Back to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Harden. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Houston leading by 12. And it's Van Vliet off the drive. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Harden. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Leonard. Fires from deep. Look at Leonard. Dialed in from deep.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now Van Vliet. On the wing, Thompson. Brooks outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. The free throw drops for Brooks.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Harden. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Houston leading by 10. Thompson outside. Van Vliet outside. The shot comes out. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Now Los Angeles with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. On the wing, Harden. To the paint. Up to Powell. Leonard outside. Back to Powell. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Houston. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Van Vliet. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 12.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And here's Thompson for 3. Can't get it to drop. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce. Great.
Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Nobody near Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Back to Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Bucks. Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
Davis sets a screen. Shoots over Lillard. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Lopez has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Inside. Lopez, no luck. Right side, Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a three-level scorer.
Lillard outside. Driving inside. Giannis right side. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Mavericks leading. Boy, you look at these role players. The Mavs have Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players. High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
Here's Irving following the basket by Giannis. Outside, Davis. Back to Irving. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Irving. Here's Davis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bucks trail. Now, Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. Now, that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Prince with it. He's picked up by Irving. Three-pointer. And again, the Bucks miss. Now the Mavericks with it. They trail by one. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Powell with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez with the block.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Here's Washington. Scoreless thus far. Now here's Thompson. Releases. The shot by Powell, no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Bucks on top. They lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bucks?
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Here's Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Milwaukee leading by 3. On the wing, Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Giannis. Lets it go from deep. And Davis pulls it down. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And here is Irving. And Davis throws it down.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's Prince on the wing. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Mavericks making a change here. On the clock. Fires it up. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Irving with the ball. High post, Davis. On the wing, Thompson. Davis sets a screen. 5 to shoot. And it's slammed in by Davis.
This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Left side, Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And to Kumbo inside. Davis with some nice D. Mavericks leading by 3. Irving with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to Thompson. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Davis knocks it loose. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Number 13, Najee Marshall.
There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Bucks trail by 3. And the double up out of Kumbo. Down low. Can they get it?
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Outside Irving. There's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas. Wow, Giannis with the strong finish inside.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Irving's shot is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. Lillard outside. And Lopez has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Now Powell. On the wing, Irving. Thompson in the corner. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bucks trail by 4. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
First team foul.
So it's the Bucks now. Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got the first basket of the second half here for the Bucks.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Check again for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford.
Pass to Davis. Takes the 3. This is the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Now, here's Lillard. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. To the middle. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo through contact.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. The shot by Thompson, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
6 to shoot. Back to Giannis. It's rebounded by Dallas. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Here's Irving. He's got 10. Back to Thompson. And stolen by Prince. One-on-one here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. To the inside. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Prince outside. Back to Giannis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Pass to Prince. Left side, out of the Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Now, here's Dinwiddie. This one for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Here's Lillard. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Christie. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. He has yet to score. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Back to Giannis. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for Dallas. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Pass to Christie. Marshall with it. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
To the paint. 5 on the clock. Portis. And there it is for him.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
Here's Christie. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. And it's Trent in the corner. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Dallas.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
To the left side wing. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. A shot by Sims, no good. Stolen. For three, Portis trains the three-pointer. Portis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Mavericks leading by 5. Thompson outside. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Pass to Exum. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
On his left side. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clock at 6. To take the lead. Using his size, Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
They kick it out to Green. Loads it up for Giannis. It's stolen by Davis. And stolen by Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Giannis outside. Giannis slashing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of the Kumbo with the jam.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
The kick out to Irving. Off the mark, and the drop continues. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. They've only given him 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
on
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Lillard. Trent outside. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Washington. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Pass to Powell. The three. He's off from 3. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 4-point ballgame.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 4. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Obviously, the 3 would tie it. They have to make one extra pass to get a better shot. I think they might have a chance, just enough time to do that.
To tie it up. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Durant. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Booker. 5 to shoot. Pulls it. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball. He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And the basket by Beal.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and pop.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to George. Outside Maxey. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Out to Beal. From the arc. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Down in the corner, Beal shoots with confidence. Just one more area he can score from consistently.
Just over a minute and a half in. Down low. Embiid. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns, and the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said, we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie. He buries it from 3.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
It's George on the wing. Pure from 3-point range. George has got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
Pass to Durant. It's stolen by Oubre. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's George. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Bol. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Pass to Maxey. To the paint. Embiid, good. Embiid's got 6 points.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Allen can't get it to go. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
George for 3. The Suns leading. It's Durant with a drive. For 3, Allen. Rebound by Philadelphia. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter here. Nice shot by George. 9 points in the game.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact into his finish.
Pass to Durant. Beal outside. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, Durant. That one is off. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the 76ers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Ryan, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
To the middle. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Oubre. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. And so it's Phoenix with it. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. And here is Maxey. Still without a bucket. Oubre can't hit.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
To the inside. Oh. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game. Allen outside. Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul.
Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
And stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Suns. And Durant with the big finish.
There's the length of Durant coming into play. Grabs the steal, takes it the distance. He is just unbelievable.
Pass to Oubre. Here's Bona. Yep, that one's good.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. Beal outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Booker surveying the floor. On the take. And Booker with the jam.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive. Charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Inside. Here's Bona. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Substitution for the Suns.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
To the middle. And stolen by Jones. A good look from Allen. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. And now a 7-point Phoenix lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Up top, Durant. Back to Jones. Screen by Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face. You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Pass to Grimes. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Grimes. Walker with it. Pounded by Beal. Out to the right wing. The Sixers with another miss. And here are the Suns. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Jones. Back to Durant. The 15-footer connects. The jumper drops. Durant's got 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Pass to Drummond. Here's McCain. Now here's Walker. Hounded by Beal. Here's McCain. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. They grab their own miss. To the paint. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Walker attacking. Pass to McCain. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Knocks down the triple.
So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
Here's McCain. Pass to Walker. An easy two on the layup.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Phoenix leading by 11. The kick to Durant. Beal outside. Screen by Durant. Launches a three. Drummond grabs the miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Outside Walker. Pass to McCain. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials. I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
The Suns making a switch here. It's scooped up. Outside Durant. Outside Bull. Another shot. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Pass to Durant. Allen on the wing. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Allen's got 6 here in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. '76ers trail by 14. And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's George. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
Outside Booker. Out to Beal. Left side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Showing the grit. KD is no stranger to physical defense.
Here's Oubre. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the 76ers.
That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. The Suns lead by 10. Booker with it. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Bold. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Outside Maxey. Back to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns earning this break in the action, up 10. Great shot selection. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Booker's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as many as 14. Out to Beal. Jacks up a 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Not shocking to see Beal running up the scoreboard. He has a knack for putting together some big nights.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Edwards. Here's Maxey. Booker defending. Kicks it to George. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Allen, right side. Outside Bull. This one for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trail by 13. Played just over a minute here in the 4th. And George with the jam.
Yeah, seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Out to Beal. Now Durant. Outside Booker. Allen on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Edwards pulls it in. And the 76ers with possession. 11-point game. Maxey on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here we go, the Sixers on the break. George's shot is off. Outside Booker. 3-pointer off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Here's George. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Oh, my! Booker just throwing it down.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
It's George on the wing. It's George on the wing. Rejected by Allen. And he gets it back. Left side, Edwards. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Allen outside. There's the three. Oh, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Pass to Bowl. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 12.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
George outside. And here's Gordon. Allen defending. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Out to Beal. Bowl, a good look. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Suns.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Devin Booker.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Goes up again.
Joel Embiid.
Oh, got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
An open look for Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard...
Fans of fast-paced basketball will want to check into the W and W on.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here's KD. Count that one. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now, here's Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it out to James. From outside, off the mark. It's Beal on the wing. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Over Allen. The rebound by KD.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
The 3 from LeBron. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, I tell you what, you better track Bron all over the floor, or he's going to make you pay.
Booker's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Back to Allen. And here's KD for 3. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Poetry in motion. Such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball's going down.
Out to Doncic. Over Booker. A nice shot by Doncic.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Allen's shot is off.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Connects from three-point range.
Man, that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Pass to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Hachimura, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Let's make some noise.
Los Angeles making a switch here. fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Williams with the ball. Hart covering. That one good for two. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And one thing among many, Doors, that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Clock at 2, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Launches it from deep. The long distance three is buried. Brunson's got 5 points so far.
We call that, folks, the stop and pop. Jalen Brunson with the pull-up J.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Anunoby. Dort grabs the miss. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Outside, Dort. Anunoby outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Williams with the ball. Brunson picks him up. Back to Williams. Dort wide open. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Inside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And a missed layup. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Pass to Caruso. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Williams, that's good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
From deep, Brunson. Thunder with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the shot is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And the Knicks making a change here. 107 left in the first quarter. To the middle. Over in the corner, Dort. The three-pointer is right on target. Dort got his second basket.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your...
On defense, the Knicks trailing here by 8. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Bridges. It's Hart on the wing. They get it back. Towns makes it off the glass.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on the second chance.
Shot game clock separated by 5. Pass to Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 6-point game. And Holmgren pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Dort. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Now here's Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Pass to Caruso. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Dort. No good on the 3. Knicks trailed by 4. Here's Anunoby. No good from outside. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Out to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. Second shot opportunity. Shot clock at 3. On deep, Brunson. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 4. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Now, here's Hart. After the miss from Chet Holmgren. Hart goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Nobody near Williams. Pass to Caruso. On the wing, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 7 points in the game. And that one's good, Caruso. Knicks trailed by 4. It's deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the slam by Williams.
You can see Shea always active with his hands and feet. That play was all about his defensive instincts.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Williams, that's good. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Now, Caruso. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
Boy, you love the ability to stretch the floor on the jumper. Doing work, Lou Dort.
Yep, that one goes.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Over in the corner, Caruso. There's Williams with the three. Bridges with the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Towns at the elbow. Back to Bridges. Cracks in the tray. Bridges got 5 now.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to propel Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Pass to Caruso. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 8.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Back to Caruso. Holmgren in the corner. Pass to Williams. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Chalk up 2 there. Holmgren's got 6 points in the quarter.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Anunoby has the open look. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Caruso. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 10. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future. What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
Wasted no time on that one. George got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. From deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's Oklahoma City now. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. A wide open look here for Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And stolen by Williams. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Thunder shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains it from beyond the arc. 14 points for Williams.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting it.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Holmgren hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
The 3. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Back to Holmgren. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Outside White. To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams.
Oh,
wow!
Incredible!
And he goes in for the dunk.
And we see the speed and power. And Williams shows off on that one.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Tatum. Williams misses. Brown scanning the floor. To the inside. Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Right side, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Caruso outside. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Celtics trail by 4. And there's the screen. Tatum with it. Caruso covers. Kick out to Brown. Gets the 3-ball to go.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
White on the wing. Tatum from long range. And the Celtics another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Williams from long range. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. Stripped away. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
And here's Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Williams. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Give him 8.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
The kick to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. These are his first free throws of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Joe.
And the second free throw is good. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Tatum. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right.
15.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here's Dort, and he drives in. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, the toughness of Holmgren.
Assist. A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Down low. Kick out to Brown. Porzingis sets a screen to the middle. Back to Brown. Let's go with a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. You look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, B.A., I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And stolen by Brown. Brown downhill. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
Brown with the steal. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside White with his first shot attempt. And it's Boston scoring again.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Can they get it? 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Porzingis. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Hartenstein. Shot clock at 6. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Oh, and Porzingis powers it home.
Don't tell me I'm just a finesse big man. KP with the highlight reel material.
Outside, Williams. On the wing, Caruso. Outside, Williams. Lets it fly from 18. Jump shot is good that time. Williams has got 10 points.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
And it's Caruso penetrating. Pass to Williams. Williams with the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. The kick to Tatum. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Celtics with the lead. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. Here he goes. Porzingis grabs the board. White looking it over. Inside. Porzingis punishing inside.
Add that to the repertoire of moves on the interior. KP doing work.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. Boston pulls it in.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Left side, Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. The kick out to White. Doubled by Caruso. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Holiday. Over Williams. Kept alive. Outside White. Tatum with a screen. And he's going for the oop here. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's the break. Dort with it. Now guarded by Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
You have got to chase Shea off that three-point line, because this guy can make shots with consistency from range.
Porzingis. Holmgren with the block. Holmgren powers it in off the lob.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well. Leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
To the inside. Stolen by Caruso. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Holmgren inside. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
From downtown, Dort grabs the miss. Thunder with a lead. And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks down the 18-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to Brown. Now here's Tatum. Outside White. They need this. Again, the miss by Boston.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Dort with it. Now Caruso. He's guarded by White. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
.40 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Holmgren. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. .36 seconds left in the third. Outside Porzingis. Now White. Three-pointer Holiday. Doesn't go for him.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 3 on the clock. Chet going to work inside.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. Up 7. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Oh, that's nice.
To hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
And Allie, thanks. To the middle.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. Hauser's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Wallace, left side. Boston pulls it in. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. Now here's Wallace. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. There's the steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Clock at 6. And the basket by Joe. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Now Wallace. Driving to the basket. Pass to Hartenstein. Joe on the wing. Shireman grabs a board. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Craig. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Hauser. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
So both teams changing it up here. Thunder leading by 4. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Caruso outside. The Thunder with another miss. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Here's Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Holiday taking his time here. Up top, Tatum. There's the three. JT for 3.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Caruso, left side. .116 left in the game. 6 to shoot. Pass to Dort. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. And the Thunder lead by 4.
My goodness, Lou Dort in the clutch. We see you, young sir.
Outside Tatum. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Dort with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Porzingis. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Caruso. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And so the Thunder take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.